Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. According to reports, in just 3 days from October 16th to 18th, Cook checked in to take photos in Chengdu, donated 25 million to China, and finally went to Jiashan, Zhejiang to visit the production line of Luxshare Precision, a fruit chain company. Claiming to achieve a win-win situation with Chinese supply chain companies, has attracted the attention of the world. Anyone with a discerning eye knows that Cook's crazy show of goodwill to China this time is nothing more than the decline in sales of Apple's iPhone 15 series in China. Cook is anxious and eager to seize the Chinese market. In this regard, the British Financial Times bluntly stated that Cook needs China when he visits China twice a year. Data show that when Cook first took office, the Chinese market accounted for only 2% of Apple's total revenue, but after 12 years of development, it currently accounts for more than 20%. Last year alone, Apple earned $108.5 billion in China, with a market value of about 3 times the GDP of Shenzhen. Not only that, data released by Tech Insights shows that iPhone shipments in China reached 43.1 million units in the second quarter of this year, and China surpassed the United States for the first time to become the largest iPhone market. But in recent years, Cook, who has made a lot of money in China, seems to have become a little distracted. He even took the risk of offending the Chinese market and planned to remove 300 billion production capacity from China and transfer 20% of iPhone production capacity in 2025 to India. Even Warren Buffett, the stock god, said, "It's extremely stupid." Today, the sales volume of the iPhone 15 series dropped 4.5% in the first 17 days after its launch in China by 4.5% compared with the previous generation, is just an appetizer, and more serious problems may be yet to come. Since India is far behind China in terms of industrial chain, business environment, supply chain, and even the quality of industrial workers, the Matthew effect brought about by Made in India has plunged Apple into problems such as hot and fake 5G. The series quality crisis, coupled with the unexpected debut of the Mate 60 Pro, helped Huawei surpass Apple in overall sales in China. According to current trends, financial industry analysts believe that the iPhone may lose to Huawei next year, and even lose the Chinese market. However, Cook should have thought of today when he was planning to move his supply chain to India. Ready-made examples are right in front of you. At the beginning of this year, the world's PC giant Dell also threatened to move 60% of its production capacity out of China. Then it lost $63.5 billion in revenue in the second quarter, with shipments of only 808,000 units, a 52% year-on-year drop. Now facing media interviews, the founder changed his tough attitude and said, "China is an important market, and China has teams and customers to serve it. But it is clear that Chinese consumers no longer pay the bill." On the other hand, after BioAgent and other overseas high-end luxury technology brands entered the domestic market from Jingdong and other platforms. Its Huawei Pi has been able to achieve 8-digit sales in major promotion festivals such as Double 11 for 5 consecutive years. Compared with its long term, it has nothing to do with respecting and deeply exploring the Chinese market. Data show that with the intensification of the global aging trend, the impact of Yankang sequelae, and the continuous improvement of consumption concepts and health awareness, the demand for healthy aging among the domestic middle-aged and elderly groups is rising year by year. Huawei Pi seizes the needs of domestic consumers and conducts in-depth research on microlive molecule patents. Citing internationally renowned journals such as Nature, the above-mentioned cutting-edge molecular technology of Huawei Pi can target mitochondria, known as the cell energy factory, and thereby reverse the aging state of the body. Reading through the product reviews such as skin gets better, body becomes lighter, energy improves, etc., you can see how much domestic consumers like it. Only by respecting the market will you be respected by the market. Now the iPhone 15 series is facing declining sales in China and may even withdraw from the Chinese market. Following the steps of overseas brands, such as BioAgent to maintain and consolidate the Chinese market, has become the key to Apple's next development. After Cook recognized the reality, he began to frantically show his goodwill towards China. Since the Chinese market has objections to the transfer of production lines, we must re-emphasize the Chinese supply chain. The main reason why Cook chose to visit Luxshare Precision among many domestic fruit chains this time is that the Luxshare Precision production line has achieved a high degree of automation. In an interview with the media, Cook secretly pointed out the problems existing in manufacturing in India, saying implicitly, through automation, the production process can be repeated and predicted, especially in terms of product quality. Substantial improvements can be achieved, and said that he would work with Chinese supply chain companies work together to achieve a win-win situation and send a signal to the domestic market that Apple is still highly dependent on and attaches great importance to China's supply chain in order to restore the Chinese market. It is reported that Apple intends to suspend its industrial chain transfer plan. But whether Cook is genuine or fake, China no longer cares. According to the latest data from the National Bureau of Statistics, the GDP in the first 3 quarters of 2023 was 91.3027 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 5.2%. This shows that the Chinese economy has great resilience, potential and vitality, and can withstand the downward pressure on the economy and continue to improve. It has even become the only economy in the world to achieve positive economic growth this year. It is also worth noting that as China continues to deepen its opening up to the outside world and improve its business environment, China has attracted more than 2.73 trillion yuan of foreign investment in the past 2 years. The scale of foreign investment in China is currently increasing steadily, and has been for 3 consecutive years. It remains the second largest inflow of international direct investment in the world. As former Serbian head Boris Tadic said, "Now China is the country of hope."